mean for future negotiations in a sharply divided Congress, as you've been talking about, in terms of the level of confidence you have that there's enough goodwill that we won't just be back in this same position later this year when it comes to avoiding a government shutdown, or just a repeat of this scenario with different stakes?
Yeah, look, I think I've been honest with you. I have always, during this process, worried about the 3 months from now. And I represented that. Whatever these top lines were, they had to allow an appropriations process to at least try. We couldn't do things that were so draconian that we knew we'd be back here. I love them. Those are some of my old offices I got to sit in, but I also like seeing my child. And we don't have to do these things where we make the American people very nervous, even though we know we're going to get there. So one of the goals here was like, let's try not to do this again. Let's set up a top-line regime that allows the appropriators a fighting chance, because it's hard even in unified government to get all 12 bills done. And I think we reached the sweet spot in this agreement to give the appropriators the tools they need to get started, get that appropriations process unlocked, and have a fighting chance to get bills done by October 1st.
Is there a mechanism for increasing defense spending if that is deemed necessary?
They would have to change any of these numbers in the caps. You would have to go amend this bill. So if you spend, the idea of caps is if you spend more than them, they're sequestered. To change defense or non-defense, one would have to change this law.
Good, Ken.
There's been some suggestion that the X date might move around in the final week. A Republican member said he'd heard it could move to June 8th.
He knows more than I do. He knows more than I do then, because I don't have that indication.
In terms of Ukraine funding, do you expect this bipartisan deal to have any impact on the administration's ability to get more funding for Ukraine?
I do not.
In the months, weeks ahead?